Welcome back to Pokemon Crystal. In this part, am I gonna be used more?
Probably not.
Depends on what we're doing.
Well, we're fighting Team Rocket, don't you know?
Oh.
I mean, it's just at this point when you get the call.
Well, what's their diabolical plan of the day?
Giovanni, we took over the rocket tower. Giovanni, come back.
They're just playing their music to the radio.
Fucking 5-year-old, holy shit. Like,
Dad, come back!
They think they're so
Baby,
cool, like,
come
hey,
back.
we're playing our theme music over the radio, will that make you come back?
Dad, we're playing your favorite song, Dad, come back!
We're so fucking cool.
Oh, well, let me go. By the way, speaking of that song, guess how much we're gonna hear it, and it restarts every single time we fight a rocket grunt.
You do cut out a majority of these fights, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh, what, you're
Okay,
not gonna
good.
show off every single rocket grunt in the tower?
This is the final time we fight these guys.
And here is the fucking 100th Rattata.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Eradicate.
It's evolved. I mean, it's 9 levels behind us, but it's evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bigger rat this time.
It
I
can
guess,
shoot laser beams
maybe.
through its whiskers.
That is pretty impressive.
As you will fucking clearly notice throughout the rest of this part, these rockets are shamefully pathetic.
As I've been saying since the start of the playthrough, this is one of the really weak points of Gen 2, where Team Rocket fucking suck giant dicks, because there's nothing good about them. They're terrible. Their Pokemon are so awful. They're so underleveled. The main boss is called Rocket Executive.
It's like, okay, like with generations like Gen 3, Gen 5, and you could argue Gen 1 Rocket,
Yeah.
like they were some of the high points of said games. But this is just sad.
Oh no. In Gen,
I remember, like...
Sorry, on you go first.
No, you go first.
Okay, if you insist. For Gen 4, the sad part is Team Galactic was the high point in the game. That's how low the whole game is.
Then there's Team
Well,
Flare.
also Primer's Mouth.
Then there's Team Flare, who kind of actively made Gen 6 worse.
Yeah, no, Team Flare was not the high
What
point.
was with Grimer's Mouth?
It's like when you wake up in the morning and you've got like a really dry mouth and like...
God!
Yeah.
You see these hands? These are the hands of a murderer.
I wasn't quite going for that angle, but I mean... Sure.
Well, I mean, look at them.
He does look like he's a kind of fucking strangle someone.
They do have blood on them.
With his little stubby slime hands.
Are they... like...
Strangle someone.
With those
Time to
hands,
sit-
he's
time to
killed
sit
many
in
people in his
shadow.
life.
He has like stubs that come out of his... like, look at that.
Oh man, 5 damage.
Even with those stubs, he has killed many people.
But clearly, he cannot kill the dead.
Well, I mean, you really can't kill someone that's already dead.
Also, you're a poison type.
Nice,
So,
nice critical hit, buddy.
yeah.
As shown in Pokemon Yellow.
Yes, and so in Pokemon Yellow, Jolteon's Pin Missile did absolutely shit against Mewtwo.
What are you talking about? It did like 2 damage per missile.
Man, a total of 10 damage.
Yeah, at max. If you're really...
At
oh
max.
my god, I'm sorry, man. You...
see these hands?
Give me water before I fucking kill you!
Really? It looks like he's like, oh, I'm gonna fall over.
Oh, he's like desperately trying to grab. Why are you using Harden?
Life alert.
He actually has like one
Well,
of
it's
those
not like
life
Harden's
he
gonna-
actually has one of those life alert pages like inside of him.
It kind of looks like he's reaching in his pocket on the way down for his life alert.
I feel bad now.
Anyways, going back to what we were talking about earlier, like Gen 1 Rocket. I probably would say I spent quite a while in Silphco way back in the day.
They had a greater presence than they did here.
They had a greater presence, and yet they didn't feel like it was all shoved in one point.
It what? Because it
wasn't shoved in one point.
Let me put in comparison. They had a greater presence in Generation 1, but when you got to the climax, pretty much, of Team Rocket, that's Silphco, it didn't feel as long.
It didn't feel as long because it's not just like a giant climb shoving rocket grunts in your. Well, I mean, okay, technically it is, but they're all spaced out, and Silphco itself is.
They're all spaced out, and the thing with Silphco is you can make it as long as like you want to be if you know what you were doing. Like depending on how well you knew that building, like the length could vary. Here it's a linear path where they just like shove rocket grunts that are all incredibly low level and have no chance of defeating you. Which just makes the whole thing a lot more tedious in Silphco.
Team Rocket also lasted longer, up to the 8th gym leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, in Gen 1, they were just like, oh, it's the Mafia. Okay, that's kind of neat.
And in
here
they're just trying to be the Mafia.
They're a punk band.
The thing is, there's free rocket in the whole game for Gen 2. There are 3 rocket encounters in the whole game. One is Slowpoke Well, which takes 2 minutes. The other one is the rocket base in the Rage of Lake, which is it's pretty underwhelming, all things considered.
It's underwhelming, and then like a gym battle later, you get straight into this.
Yeah, and that's it.
Even at best, like even when I would go like Chuck, then Price, then Jasmine, it's not saying much. It's like an extra 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, it's not like the thing is as well. In Gen 1 or in any other Pokemon game, even the villainous team usually has a presence. People are like, "Oh no, team insert team name here. It's like gonna fucking kill us all or something." But for Team Rocket, outside of the times you fight them, nobody even mentions they exist.
Because they're the most they are is a fucking nuisance.
Also, can I...
Speaking of nuisances...
Yeah, speaking of nuisances, how about we talk about this one fucking Rocket executive who has 5 coughings and a wheezing.
It's actually absurd.
Also, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, love them to death as I do, decided it was a good idea to bring this particular fight back.
Yeah, they did not change anything about this battle, and it's actually like, why not?
So at least you can make an argument that in that generation, they at least had the levitate, so you couldn't exploit one of their weaknesses.
Look at this! Look at this! You can just surf them.
Exactly.
It's actually really sad, but because I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, when the manga had to like make an entirely like new character with his own backstory,
because there was
just
no
to make these guys intimidating.
Yeah, hello, Suicune.
You encountered a sign?
Yes, I encountered a sign.
Yeah, what was? Yeah, I want to ask, what was that music you used like for that little part?
I'm pretty sure it was the Heart Gold and Soul Silver Palatown theme.
Oh, that's why it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Although I will.
It's a really, really nice rendition.
Really nice rendition, although nothing beats the original for me anyway.
No, I mean the original is a classic, but again, really like the Heart Gold Soul Silver rendition as well.
So
hi Dio.
Dio is here.
So
because without
otherwise this underground section would feel so worthless.
Yeah, without Dio, there's absolutely nothing here because after this fight, you fight a couple burglars and then you fight like 2 rocket grunts and that's it. And then you go back to the fight climbing the radio tower again.
Like, if the rocket executive, like we fought with like the 6 coughing, gave you the card you could use to climb further up the tower, and they just stuck the Dio encounter after that, that would be fine. This is just padding.
It's just a weird place to stick the fight. Not to mention, like, up until the end of Victory Road, you don't ever, this is the last time you fight him until that point.
This is the last time you just straight up encounter him, I'm pretty sure.
This is the second last rival battle.
Well, outside of the post game.
Outside the yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Which you should do for that fight.
Yeah, that's probably the best. Actually, that is one other thing I guess Kanto we can like do in Kanto, the actual rivalry matches.
Yeah, which which through like one of the members of his Pokemon team actually showed character growth, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty neat and kind of subtle. But
Yeah.
you know, right when I was a kid, when I was really young, obviously what I used to do is I would only pour experience into the starter Pokemon and ignore everyone else. So this battle actually gave me trouble for some reason. And I think it's really just because he has a fully evolved... Okay, he just fucking killed himself. Thanks for interrupting me, asshole.
No. Allow me.
But,
Oh boy, you put a curse on me. If only I could switch out. Oh wait, I fucking can!
what a...
In Generation 4, this at least it would have, like... I don't know, I'm trying to think... not Generation 4, Heart Gold and Soul Silver is better, but, at least Curse would have meant something.
This
then.
is a... Look at this fucking abomination I'm seeing in my front of my screen. Like, look at it.
That is no way to talk about Ian that way, okay?
Okay, look.
Wow.
You're really looking at these two, and you think I'm talking about Ian.
Now you're just
Also,
hostile towards
take
Ian.
note how this fully evolved Pokemon got taken down by my, like, beginner Pokemon with Ember. I don't care if there's a type advantage on my side. That's fucking pathetic.
It's pretty sad.
It's okay though. I can see why TP did that. You can't spell Meganium without IAN.
I guess not. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Ian,
with the
I wouldn't
Pokemon.
actually call you an abomination jokes.
It's okay.
You really hesitated there, and it makes me worry. Like, did I ever do something to you, TP? Do we need to get this on live recording?
I don't think we do. I think we
Ian?
should just...
Go ahead,
Ian?
speak your thoughts.
You were used more than me.
He's jealous.
Like everyone else in the team.
It just all boils down to KM again.
Can I? Okay. Can I quickly comment on how
never
this?
knew.
Can I quickly comment on how this Sneasel is currently the best party member this guy has? Because it's actually putting up a fight.
At least Sneasel's cool.
Sneasel is
I mean,
really
granted,
cool.
this generation is not very impressive because it's got
Its stats are all wrong.
its types are both using special attack, and the special attack in general of Sneasel is piss poor.
And it doesn't have,
But when
has
you
an
get,
evolution.
but by the time Generation 4 comes, not only can you use physical moves, but it can evolve into Weavile, who has better speed and better attack,
Yeah.
and is actually really cool.
Weavile is great.
Pun aside.
I really like to use
At least
Weavile.
Gen 4 got one thing down.
Yeah.
Weavile's a Garchomp killer, so.
Thank you for taking out this puzzle, by the way.
Oh no, I wanted to talk about it because I fucking hate that puzzle.
I don't blame you.
You just press switches randomly and hope it works. It's super infuriating. It's really, like...
You know, for one.
When I like first did that puzzle, I was stuck there for like 2 hours.
I love how this is like one of your favorite games of all time, but we've been doing nothing but complaining in this part.
Well, because this is the low point of the game.
Reminds me of another game.
What game?
Outside of recording, we also like to talk about Persona 4.
Oh my god, don't get me started.
Oh.
Oh, I guess we're not fighting him.
Good.
By the way, something we forgot to bring up earlier. During the battle with Dio, a Growlithe picture popped up.
Oh yeah, pop off.
Man,
Or notifications.
I thought we were just kind of gonna ignore that.
So stupid notification from a program popped. So it's like, nah.
Well, if
Have a
I wasn't
picture.
gonna bring it up, someone was gonna do it.
I was.
I do wish
comment.
at times random cute Pokemon pictures popped up on my computer.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd appreciate that.
Brings a smile to me every day.
Oh my god, finally. Finally.
Oh, I can get down with this.
Instant teleportation. That's nice.
Fucking hell, he finally bothered to call me, like, 3 gyms later.
Do you have a flying Pokemon? Are you just walking that?
I super speed walk it.
Good.
Are you gonna give him the GS ball?
Yes, Ian, here, have the GS ball.
Ooh,
Don't know what you're...
toy.
Can't wait for Ian to turn to a fire type Celebi. Oh god. He looks annoyed.
I'm a majestic creature.
Oh, the wind!
It's annoyed that it only got to evolve now. But
Oh,
look at the bright side. You evolved.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Maybe if Alan called me for other reasons than to fight his Tangela for the 5th fucking time.
TP, I never realized you were mistreated. I'll make it up to you someday.
Really? You never realized? I realized.
I'm glad you realized. I was just kind of annoyed of not being involved. But now those days are over.
As for TP's evolution into a Gengar, we'll see, because that involves emulator trading.
Maybe.
So
okay, back on the topic of what we should be talking about.
What?
So yeah, this is the final stretch of Rocket executives. Spoiler: nothing really changes. They're still really fucking pathetic.
There are 3 Rocket executives here. They all have the regular trainer battle theme because I don't know.
I thought it was only the.
No, it's all 3 of them. All the Rocket executives only
of them.
have the regular trainer battle.
Better.
Also, yeah, Rocket executive. Look at this fucking champion over here with his 1 goal bat.
1 goal bat.
It's in the top percentage of gold bets.
Oh, don't start.
Well, it's level freaking 36.
And why did it?
Leech
Why
life.
the fuck does it know Leech Life?
At level 36.
look, I'm not confused anymore. Punch.
Even Deb is just like, I'm not killing.
Even
this
Jeff
shit."
burst out of confusion, for fuck's sake.
Joke's on you, I was already confused.
Wow.
Jeff's been confused for so long, he just learned how to deal with it.
Wow. Are you gonna take this, Jeff? I guess you are.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I guess he is.
Well,
Gone.
here's the secondary antagonist of the game. Rocket executive
the sec-
female.
The sad part is, like, she's probably the best out of all these rockets, and let's just observe how this battle goes, despite that.
I can't even comment. This is like,
I'm just observing.
yeah. Let's...
Okay, we have a
Good
dark
shit.
type attack. Super effective.
Good
Does
shit.
Doesn't even do half that.
Good shit.
Does a third.
Not even.
Which you could do with probably a normal attack.
Yeah.
Fucking god.
And we're the same level.
Same level.
again, your rival, in our case, Dio, is tougher than the supposed secondary antagonist of this game.
He's tougher than the main antagonist of this game, despite having lower level Pokemon.
Man, I never knew Team Rocket were tragic villains.
It's literally just that sad.
This is pretty tragic. Look at this Murkrow. Look at him.
Look at this Murk. Oh wait, you can't.
I won't let you pass. Jeff just kind of looks annoyed.
I think everyone here is annoyed.
I'm annoyed. I mean...
Well, we just went through almost 20 minutes of...
Pathetic.
This theme over and over and over again. Like, I think we got a 2-minute interval where we didn't have to hear it because of Dio.
Yeah.
I like how Vileplume just kind of took that for a second and then it finally registered.
Ooh,
Good shit!
sweet scent!
Good shit!
It smells nice.
This is how you fucking Pokemon battle. This is how you do it. I took a fucking crash training course. I actually have a degree in this? I must be good at it.
Troll Jared is not amused with your biofilm. And now for
the main antagonist, Rocket Executive.
Male.
Male.
I know it doesn't even give you a title for that, but you have to distinguish somehow.
He doesn't even look like an executive.
He's just
looks
got
like
a grunt sprite. Uh-oh.
Also, Giovanni Origins theme.
The theme for the end of Team Rocket.
It is tragic.
It is quite tragic.
I
when you
feel
really
pretty
think about it.
sad.
In the first game, they were at the very tip top. They were the boss. Everyone was afraid of them. But now, where are we? We have a Houndor.
We're
writing a script in a studio.
We're literally drowning their puppies.
Final Team Rocket fight. And
Why do you have a coughing?
Hey, I'm here.
It's higher level than the wheezing the other executive has. Why is this a wheezing?
Coughing then? Oh God.
I know this is completely and like.
That was pretty well animated, actually.
Yeah, Houndoom actually had a really weird sprite in Gold and Silver, so I'm glad they just made a new one for Crystal.
He did have a really weird sprite, didn't he? Well, he's trying.
Houndoom just fades out of existence.
That's how Feint Attack works, actually. You just, if you read the description, you just kind of teleport over to where they are and hit them.
It's pretty sweet.
It is. Also, fucking dead. One shot.
Oh, that was your
main antagonist.
That's it for Team Rocket.
This theme just plays as brutal murder happens.
And then he just no, he didn't. There's not any whatever.
Well, I can't be arrested, so I guess I'll just teleport out the building.
Wouldn't it be some? I think it would have at least meant something if for some reason Giovanni came back here for the second, and it was
that's what they did in a Hard Gold and Soul Silver remake, and it was okay, you make this climax a million times better just by doing this.
There's a hack which actually makes it so that Giovanni comes back and fights you in the radio tower, and it's a million times better than what happens here. But the actual Hard Gold and Soul Silver doesn't even do that, so.
It does have an event where you do have to, where you can fight.
Right, but that's optional. It's not even part of the main story, and it's also pathetic.
Well, he's mostly pathetic, mostly because.
Because in the end, they didn't even accomplish their goal. Giovanni canonically did not go back to them. He was planning to, but then he didn't.
Anyway.
After the drowning of many dogs, we're on the road back to becoming champion. To be continued.
To be continued.
We're on the road.
Thank God Team Rocket's out.
Meridian City. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
God, I feel so fucking.
Oh, now you're back.
I'm so depressed.